The new Ninja Turtles Mutant Madness movie just released. I watched it. Let's talk about it. I'm going to include some spoiler details, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, maybe drop me a like and come back once you have. There's been so many great incarnations of the Turtles franchise over the years. The original 90s movies were great for what they were at the time. I personally loved the 2014 movie and thought they should have kept going with that version of the characters. The good thing is that there haven't been any big blunders with the franchise so far, and this new one is another feather in the cap. I thought they did a great job with it. It's been a great year for animated movies so far. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was the cream of the crop. Mario was another pleasant surprise. Both had great voice casts and plenty of fun, epic, and memorable moments. This new Turtles movie was kind of the same, but it felt like a little bit of a smaller movie than those. Mario and the Spider-Verse pulled out all the stops, and this Turtles movie felt like it held back a little bit. Where those were bright and vibrant, this one felt kind of darker and more subdued. With that said, the animation style of this one felt really unique. Every frame felt like a painting, and even though it felt more dark and subdued, that makes sense for these characters because they operate from the sewers and at nighttime. The animation was handled by Micros Animation, the same people behind Paw Patrol and the 2020 SpongeBob movie. There were also contributions by Cinesite Vancouver, so hats off to both of those teams because their hard work really showed on this movie. I love what they did with the heroes in this incarnation. I'm gonna rank them from my least favorite to my favorite, starting with Leonardo. He's been portrayed as kind of a stick in the mud type of a character in the past. He wasn't that here, but at the same time, his pining for April O'Neil was both funny and it was a little bit annoying. Then there's Raphael. I usually like this character the most out of the Turtles, but there was something about this version of the character that just made him stand out a little bit less to me. I did like that he was super gung-ho about going into battle and fighting, so that's a plus.
I dream about fighting every night.
You've got a rage problem, right?
It's not a problem.
Then I have Splinter. I thought Jackie Chan was a great choice for the voice actor for this character. I thought it was a great angle just having Splinter be a worried and lonely parent that just cared for and protects his turtle kids and was willing to fight for them. And the scene with him fighting all the lab people was awesome, maybe one of the best parts of the movie. I thought this version of the April O'Neil character was a breath of fresh air. I know there was a lot of flack when the first trailer came out, people mad that they race bent the character and made her black instead of how she's normally depicted, but that doesn't bother me at all. I thought she was full of personality and imperfections that made her a much more interesting character than she would have been had they just copied off of what they had done previously with her. And I thought the puke meme scene was hilarious. Then there was Michelangelo. He's always a fan favorite. I thought he was the most teenager-like in his mannerisms and the way he carried himself out of all the turtles in this movie. And as far as the character design, I really liked the touch of them giving him braces. I thought that was funny. And then my favorite one in this and the past couple iterations of the Turtles has been Donatello. I like him because he's the nerdiest one, kind of like me, and he likes his computers and tech, and he's found his computer people in the movie, and I just found his character to be the most endearing. They did an exceptional job with the villains as well. Most of the heavy hitters as far as the voice actors were on the villainous side. I thought Ice Cube did a fantastic job as Superfly, who was the big bad of the movie. I might be mistaken, but I think that character was created just for this movie. He was super charismatic and menacing, and his plan was to turn all the world's animals into mutants that would enslave humanity because he was upset about them rejecting him and his other mutant friends. The rest of the bad guys were just following his lead. I'm glad we got to see Seth Rogan and John Cena's Bebop and Rocksteady. Those are two of my favorite characters from the original movies and are the most iconic villains for the Turtles outside of Shredder and the Foot Clan. Other than Superfly, none of the villains were fully evil and were kind of added to the family towards the end of the movie. So where can we go from here? If you stay for the post-credit scene, we get a tease that the Shredder could be coming up in the next one. That would be cool, and hopefully he brings along the Foot Clan with him. I thought he was a glaring omission from this movie, but I could see why they might save him for later though. He's been in most of the other Turtles movies, so leaving him out of this one kind of differentiates it a little bit. In the next movie, I'd hope to see April O'Neil's news career continue to blossom. Hopefully Casey Jones could be another character in the school now that the Turtles are going to school. I'm also hoping we could get a Krang appearance, maybe Usagi Yojimbo, Venus bringing a girl turtle. We could always meet more mutants that were impacted by the ooze. I'm not sure I like the angle of the Turtles becoming school students at a normal high school, but we'll see how it goes in the next movie. I don't expect this movie to make the kind of big splash that Mario and Spider-Verse made. I see it's projected to make in the range of 27 to 35 million in its opening weekend and 100 to 145 million in its full domestic theatrical run. I definitely enjoyed it though, and I hope we get more. So what did you think of this new Ninja Turtles movie? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content.